So, if in that context, like how can we apply that in medicine? Because I know now everything is still in its very nascent stage. So, how much can we rely on AI to say make a diagnosis and make a call? And how will this hold up? If you listen to AI and it goes south, it doesn't go as planned. Whose fault would that be at this stage?
This is a ethical gray area, Selena. Right now, there are a lot of guidelines which are coming up, but still, because the AI product development life cycle is scattered across so many stakeholders, so it is very difficult to name a particular stakeholder that you are responsible for this act. I think it will evolve as we develop more and more tools, it will be more of a collaborative approach. I think, uh, uh, especially when it is more clear that which part of the AI product lifecycle is responsible for this particular error which happened. In airline crashes, also they have a complete investigation where when things go bad, and then they figure out what went wrong, and depending on that, they decided, okay, this person was responsible for this mishap. It's not the pilot always. For any plane crash, similar things will happen in medicine. For the time being, I would say for the doctors, just use a simple guideline that if AI is telling you to follow a gold standard, which is gold standard for that thing that you're asking the question for, and if the AI is telling you to do it, then think twice before reject. It's something like null hypothesis. So because if something goes wrong and the AI was suggesting you gold standard and you decided to not follow it, then a liability falls more on you. But if the AI is suggesting you something which is non-standard care, and you still don't follow it and some harm happens, then your liability is little less because the AI was suggesting some non-standard of care, and you, based on your clinical judgment, follow standard of care, which will save you more. Second thing is that you should I lost it. So I think for the time being you should try to just stick to this golden rule that okay, what does the AI suggest to me? Is it a gold standard of care or not? And deciding on that, make your decision. Okay, I remembered it. Second thing is, don't entirely depend on AI. Always ask AI for options. So how I use ChatGPT is I never ask for a single suggestion. I ask it, give me three options, give me four options. So similarly, I want to see more and more tools coming up in medicine which give a differential diagnosis and not a single diagnosis that okay, that will create some automation bias, and more doctors, especially those who are not trained in AI or who don't have any knowledge about the capabilities or the limitations of this technology, they will start accepting those suggestions without applying their judgment, and then that will create a lot of problem down the line. So to anyone who is developing a product, please develop products which give a differential diagnosis and not a fixed diagnosis. Just like that person who was developing the tool for dermatologists, just show the picture and it will give you a diagnosis. It will not get adopted, and if it gets adopted, it will create more harm than